Ah, there it is. See if that works. Oh, look at that. We got some live now. Okay. Operator error.
Go into,
Ah, there it is. See if that works. Oh, look at that. Okay. Operator error.
go into.
Ah, there it is. See if that works. Oh, look at that. Okay. Operator error.
Which link is the YouTube?
The last link I put in there. Okay, now I want to get this camera in a better spot because it is like way out of whack here. So let me move that around here. Get that a whole lot closer. Get it all squared up here. How's that look there?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it.
Well, you have to tell me what's good, baby.
I'm looking.
I'm going to move this light to the other side because it was blinding looking at that other side.
Yeah.
So everybody that's listening now, we finally figured this thing out. We got a new lathe, and of course we took everything apart to put the new lathe in here.
I don't know which one I'm in, if I'm in the right one.
Well, if you go to the channel, it'll be just the one that's there.
No, there's like 3 there.
No, if you go to the channel, there'll only be
there we are.
one there. It's actually pretty dang bright, isn't it? Dang, too bright. Let me back it away a little bit. That's just way too bright. Let me just turn that off, get that out of the way. That's a little better. Okay. Get that out of the way. That's a little better. I'm going to mute that there.
Sean is here.
We've got 4 people over there.
I got 3. Maybe
I don't know. Wait for the rest of the crowd to get back there. All right. So right now, yeah, we got some sound. Crystal, it was 100% operator error.
Thanks for hanging with us for the last hour while we figured out technology.
Actually. Okay, they're going to hear that audio again as you play it. All right, here we go. Now we got to finish this one here. I started this one last night, got late, turned it all up. Now I've got to finish it. And right now it's very raw. Let me grab this camera here. I wonder if I could just take it off. Not going to make it easy, is it? Sorry everybody, gonna get dizzy here for a second. I need to get some kind of little clip-on thing so these things come off real easy and fast. Okay, so we'll just unstring this thing here. So this is what it looks like when I'm done turning it. Kara, is that in focus?
Maybe a little better.
In focus or no?
I can't see it. It looks like it.
It's a little rough, as you can see it was turned, and now we get to finish it up to get it to the satiny finish that we're sort of known for. I need to get a magnet thing and put it on here. That'll make it so much easier. If not, I gotta twist everybody through the galaxy here. All right. Whew! Sorry everybody for making you dizzy. We're gonna get better at this, I promise. We're actually a couple of nerds, which is funny. But, you know, if you haven't done it a lot, then it's like you've never done it before. Let me get this thing turned up a little bit here. And get this tilted properly. There we go. That should be a little bit better, aimed it there.
Where do I see the chat over here? So
What's that, babe? You're not going to see the chat there. Well, actually, you could. You could probably come right here and go View, Docs, Chat.
Okay, I need to be able to see that.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. Where do I?
All right. So we're going to finish this one up. Got my little bottle of water here. Got to refill it a little
Hi,
bit
Christopher. Welcome. Tri-state area, homie.
What's tri-state?
New York, New Jersey. Christopher's from New
You
Jersey.
mean Ohio, Pennsylvania, and
No,
West Virginia?
No, that's
No, that's too funny.
no,
Okay.
no. That is New York, New Jersey. That is the homie place.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this is a new lake. It's a lot quieter. If you joined any of our other lives, it was super loud. You could barely hear Tim talk. He can actually talk now.
Well, I don't have the vacuum on right now because we're not turning. Once we start turning, we'll turn the big dust collector on to pull all
Oh,
this
is that
dust.
what makes all that noise? I don't know. I just
Yeah, that's the
come
way.
out here now and again.
Well, the other lake was a little bit noisier.
It was. And we still have that. We'll probably use it for buffing. So
Yep.
right now, Tim is doing the Rainbow Candy, which is our blank that we created. It has 10 different colors in it to give it that sort of pastel-y rainbow color, primary color and pastel colors together. So it's pretty cool. It's been very popular. And this is the pen, Christopher, that I want to recreate for your event. It's going on right now.
And right now, all I'm doing is sanding. This actually takes a lot longer than turning. Turning is pretty quick and dirty, and this takes
The
most of
most
the time.
The most time.
I add a little water for lubrication and cooling because it can get pretty hot. And I'll spend most of the time with this lowest grit sandpaper because this gets all the turning tool marks out of it. Gets it all nice and smooth.
Where should I stand so I can talk without moving the camera?
Well, you can just move the camera if you want to just do this.
Oh.
And tilt it up a little bit like
Hi,
that.
everyone.
See if you're on the camera
Am I on the
there.
camera? Yes, I'm on the camera.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. It's Kitty Terry. Thanks for joining us tonight. We used to do live when we first started on Facebook, but we have this YouTube channel now, so we want to do it here so it was easier for people to find the lives and watch them, because not everybody can join a live when we do them. We were live with the Darkness Blooms 23 event over Memorial Day weekend, which is also on our channel, so go over there and take a look at that. It has Captain Spaulding, who is a horror-looking clown, right on the head page. So take a look there. In there, I kept saying, I'm wearing a leopard hat, and I actually had a rainbow hat on. I'm actually wearing the leopard hat today. So if you see that, and I keep saying, there's a leopard spots, and they weren't any. So senior moment for me. So we have a couple of things that we showed over there that not everybody might have watched that video or seen it. So I have a couple of other items other than our pens that we do offer. So I'm going to just go grab those real quick. Now we launched these trays that I'm going to show you on the Darkness Blooms 23 event. It was the first time it was ever seen. We went in with a partnership with Firefly Diamond Art Trays. These are their trays that they created for Leopard Leatherworks. So it is a Firefly tray.
You don't need to yell.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to yell. I'm trying to yell over you, I guess. I don't know. We're amateurs, and we really are nerds. You wouldn't know it right now, but we really are. So I reached out to Firefly. I wanted a tray that was Leopard Leatherworks, that you could have for those big fans of our pens, that they could have a tray to use with their pens. And I worked with All Things Handcrafted to come up with a pen to make it a Leopard Leatherworks exclusive that he makes with, it's our design that we partnered together on, and it goes with this tray that I partnered with Firefly on. So this is our tray, and it has Leopard Leatherworks on the front. It's their Inferno Nano tray, and I love the top because it slides in and out like that, so if you have to walk away, it will keep your drills really nice. It has a little trash bucket right here, which you just push on the back, and it comes right out, and you can dump your trash. It holds the drills very nicely. This is a color shifting color that is exclusive to us. It's gold and purple, which are our colors, and it also has a leopard on the back, which I thought was a really nice touch that Matt at Firefly did, adding that extra little leopard on the back. So it's a color shifting color. So you can get a gold top with a purple back. You might get a purple with a sort of grayish back, so it's just different. You can request what you'd like, and we'll try to accommodate that. Also included, if you purchase this tray, you get a 10% off coupon with Firefly off your next purchase. So you just scan the code, and then right there. So that you get that with every tray purchase. So if you buy two, because you want to have both colors, you can get that. You get 10% off coupon for each. And so these were coordinated to go into our keeper box. We picked this size because we have a keeper box that you can keep all your items, diamond painting tools, putty, wax, tweezers, scissors. So we designed this. This is our design. It's been featured on Emerald and Fairy Lights with Lindsay. She's featured it on her channel, and we've showed it a couple of times. We showed it on the Dark Blooms event, and it has our logo on the back. It's made of what kind of wood? I always forget.
What you got?
The keeper box.
It is 1/4-inch laminated Baltic birch.
Yes, and it's handmade by us in conjunction with one of our members, John Lowe, and they came up with this, Tim and him came up with this design, because I said I needed something to hold all my stuff, because I go from one place to maybe sitting on the couch to diamond paint, and I'd have to go get all my tools, they'd fall on the couch, I'd stab myself with the scissors. So Tim came up with this design. And then the box fits right
It's a 6x9 box.
I
It
know.
was very scientific.
Yeah, but it's really nice, and it's sanded. It's very well done. So this fits right in there. So that's really nice. And we have our exclusive pen, which this is the blank for that pen. It has purple and leopard spots and gold through it. So that it goes with this tray, and it just looks really super nice. So this is a set. You can get the whole set, or you can buy individual pieces. We sell them separate. If you buy them all together, if they're separately, I think it comes to like $80. If you buy it together, we give it to you for $75. So it's pretty nice. So we do have these. We have one more left. We had them at the Darkness Blooms 23 event, and someone purchased one of the other ones I have. But I can get them. I just let All Things Handcrafted know how many I need, and I can get them. Or you can contact them directly. They are also a member, post fairly regularly, so you can go over there and say you want the Leopard Leatherworks exclusive pen, and he will send it right to me. Any blanks that he has on his site, he can send directly to me to turn as well. Right now we are at a couple of different events. We're also in the Princess Along, and this is one of the event pens for it. This is another partner, I guess, a blank I saw on All Things Handcrafted, and so we turned them, and this is the Blonde Princess. So there's a lot of princesses that are blonde, and I saw this, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have that. So for our customers, so you can get them from Bill at All Things Handcrafted, and he'll ship them right to us. And we do have a few of them in stock here, so you wouldn't have to wait for that process. So we have that going on. So these are our 3 other items that we do, and so
We do.
we do. And so if you're interested in any of those, let us know. We have a couple of people who order multiple keeper boxes to have them in 2 different places. It's a great gift. These are $20. These trays are $20. Because we are in a couple of different events, we're offering $5 off, so I think we're offering these for $17 right now. That's our special. So you can get those. That's for the month of June because of the Princess Along. It's gold, golden princesses, all that stuff. So I think that's it. Tim is working on the rainbow candy, which I did because I saw the Foxy Lady, and I'm like, oh, that would make a cool pen. And her little tail is all that rainbow, and so it matches it well, and matches a lot of other rainbow ones. So if you're a rainbow fan, that is for you. And we have a couple other rainbow pens we will show, but Tim needs to catch up on pens before I sell any more blanks. So we're catching up on
Yeah,
that.
I'm only 33 behind.
Yeah, we got a little busy. We do have a soft satin finish if you're new to us. It's just very nice to the touch. You can hold it for hours. We usually do a 1/2 inch finger hold unless you'd like it thicker, or a medium hold, or a thicker hold. You just kind of let us know when you place your order. We can also make our...
Actually, just to correct that, we do a little fatter than a 1/2 inch hold, but there are some people who like a thinner grip, and that thinner grip would be a 1/2 inch grip. That's actually fairly, small.
Yeah.
But there are some people who want a much thicker grip,
Yeah.
and we even have someone that's gone all the way down to 0.4 inches, which is 40% of an inch, which is below 0.5%. Happy to do anyway, just got to know to do it, that's all.
Yeah, just gotta let us know. We are working this week to get our Shopify up, which will make it a lot easier for you to choose what we have. We'll have items up there, turned, all of our other regular items, and you can just order them, and it'll be a lot easier, and you could do it and put in notes as to what you want, and there isn't any miscommunication or confusion. We all our blanks are 6 inches long. The ones we either get from other creators or any of the ones we get that we make. If you'd like a 5-inch pen, there's a lot of people that like it 5 inches before the drill tips and the tips are put in. we have a couple customers that request 5 inches. Just let us know. When we get our Shopify up, put that in the comments. If you're Facebook messaging me, which is what's going on right now, just be sure and say, I want my blanks to be 5 inches. And we can cut them off an inch, and then we might do half inch, just depending on what's best for the blank. But we can do 5 inches, so we can pretty much do that. We just need to know what you like, and we can make that work. Unless we have pens that are pre-turned, then that's how they are, but we can tweak it for an additional cost. If you want it thinner and that pen happens to be thicker that we've already turned, we can thin it down for you for a slight charge. So that is what
Slight charge, slightly like your electric bill.
slight charge. We have a couple other. We also we also do Fordite blanks, which have like paint chips from cars in there. This was one we just recently did the other night, and this is Fordite, what it looks like.
Fordite is not a real rock.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. When they paint cars in Detroit, they get the paint on the rack that the cars are dipping in and out of the thing. And what happens is that paint gets layered and eventually gets about a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch thick, and then they chip it off. And now they're selling that, and it's called Fordite because it came from Detroit, so you get the idea, Ford factory, all that kind of good stuff.
And we've also acquired money. Show me the money. This is what this one's called. It has money, I guess, shreds, and you can get that on eBay, and it's sold after it's been approved to be shredded. And this has some gold specks in it, and we do offer that. And Tim has a finished pen.
So hopefully now, let me see if I can get this correct here. This is what the finished pen looks like.
That's Rainbow
Super
Candy.
smooth. And I actually gloss these metal things up a little bit because they just look really cool when they're shiny. And again, as most people will tell you when they get the pen in person, these video shots and pictures do not do it justice because there's a lot of depth in the colors that you can't see on camera. Anyway, we're on to the next one. All right, babe, what is this, the next one here for this one?
Which one? Yes, that's this first
How's that get to?
astronaut's helmet.
What's that?
Further back, it was one of the earlier ones.
Oh, okay.
So we have, because
So here's a blank. And this blank is square, as you can tell, 6 inches long, 1 inch round. And I have to get it all the way down to about 3/4 of an inch. And that's the part that square takes longer because I'm going to have to do what I have to do right now, and you'll see. Oops. Get that camera back where it goes. And this is the noisy part, so you might want to hold your ears. I got to turn this fan on over here. Oh, I'm not going to fall and break my neck. We've got wires going everywhere. There's nothing in the middle here that helps you do anything. It just rests against your hand.
two different types of blues, pink, black, and white. And just to show you an example, this is pretty of a light blue. You can see that. And once we turn it, like we said, the other darker blue that was in there comes out. And it just totally changes the look of it. And this is absolutely gorgeous. So this is what you get inside. As you can tell from the blank, it was colorful, but it was just kind of lining and everything else. This is what you get. It's that fantasy marbly effect. And it's pretty cool, this one here. So I have a couple of those, and with that event coming up, it goes with a lot of the Alice stuff that he does. So that's kind of cool. When we did the rainbow candy pen, we had some leftover resins, so we just poured it into sort of like a burl mold that we have that's kind of like made after wood, and then we just throw that in there and put some clear in the middle. So this pen is just, we just turned it to see how it would come out. We have a couple of blanks of this, and the colors will all be different, but they're all sort of the rainbow candy colors. More on the pastel side, but this pen is going to be for sale soon, and it's ready to go. I mean, it's done. So these are your colors, and it's very water looking, with all the sea turtle cards out there, and sea scenes and things like that. This is like a really good pen for that. If you're interested, this is available
Very
for
nautical.
purchase. Nautical, that's the word. See, he's been in the Navy. He knows this stuff. I don't know. So let's see what else do we have. Yeah, it's always fun to see in the shop because everything is here. Easy to grab. We still have a lot of glitter blanks available, like some rainbow ones, and we'll be launching those as soon as we catch up here on some of our orders from the Star Wars and Space Diamonds and Dark Arts Fanatics group. As we've gotten bigger and bigger, we have more customers, and so we have more orders, which is not a bad problem to have, but we're just trying to catch up because we both have other jobs currently. Maybe someday in the future this will be our job. We hope so. But it's how we did this. For those of you that are new to us, I had gotten from my daughter-in-law back in 2021, Christmas of 2021, some Hogwarts themed kit, because our Christmas is always themed after Hogwarts. And
Not mine.
oh, okay, not yours, but the tree is decorated that way.
Yeah.
Because my youngest son who lives with us, it's his favorite thing. So I got those for Christmas. I didn't know what these things were. I've done needlework for years. So I thought, what is this? And it looked like needlework, kind of, but it was in plastic. And my daughter-in-law told me it's diamond painting. I'm like, what the heck is that? So we Googled it, and that's cool. So eventually I got around to doing them.
Watched 100 YouTube videos.
Yeah, we watched 100 YouTube videos. When I Googled it, I got Emerald and Fairy Lights, and I watched her videos. I'm like, oh, that was pretty easy. And I watched Katie at Diamond and Washi. I'm like, okay, what's this Diamond Art Club? So I started watching, and they started showing kits and the differences and licensed artwork. We know a couple of artists. In fact, a former business partner of Tim's is a bronze sculptor. So it's very important for artists to get compensated for their work. So I wanted to do that because I have a friend who paints on Disneyland and Disney World spirit jerseys, bands, anything you can think of, she paints on it. And very talented artist. She's brushed me off on Facebook and on Instagram. So check her out, or brushmeoff.com. Very talented. And so they get compensated for their work. That's their job. So we wanted to do that. So I saw, well, down in our club, they're licensed artists. So I wanted to get a licensed artist piece, not a stolen artwork piece. So I started noticing as I did the Amazon kit that the quality just wasn't there. It didn't look like the photo. So I decided I'll buy this kit. So I got Paint the Roses Red by Jahesi. And I never actually have done that kit, but I started getting kits, and then it was right around Black Friday when I started getting into it in 2022. And so I wanted one or two kits, which I no longer have. I have destashed those, but I have others, way too many to count. But I found other artists, and I learned a lot of things, and I saw these cool pens in these videos. I'm like, well, gosh, where do you get those? And they would link the artist below. It was an Etsy shop. And I bought a couple different pens, and it either didn't fit right for me, or it was too thick for me, or it was just difficult to hold after a while. So, you know, they were pretty bright, you know, what we charge. And I'm like, okay, I want something I can use that I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. So I showed Tim some of the pens. I said, can you make one of these? And he said, yeah, I can make one. What kind do you want? So I thought there's not anything out there that goes with an event. A pen that goes for the event.
By the way, I thought she said one pen.
Yeah, one pen, and that didn't turn out that way. Or for a new release kit. You get a new kit, you want everything to go with it. So, and sometimes on some of the YouTube videos, when they're doing whipping chats, they have pens that sort of coordinate with the kit they're working on. I thought, well, gee, let's just make a pen after a new release or a favorite artist or an event. So that's how that came to be. My first one was with Enes Guerrero in Syrian Cantichium. Syrensis Cantichium. I took Latin in high school. We think I know that. But that was the first one I did, and we couldn't just make one pen. Tim got a mold, and so we made 7 of them.
Oh, I could make just one pen.
I know.
That wasn't the issue.
Well, yeah. So I posted my pen in this group, and 7 people within 49 minutes wanted a pen. And so I just was going to do a drawing for another one, and it turned into 7. So I told Tim I just sold 7 of them. Because you only posted it 45 minutes ago. I'm like, I know. And so I did another round of that. So those pens were 14. And there's a few people that are on earlier that were part of those first few people. So, and I'm still they're still buying pens from us. So, that's how that started.
We do support addiction.
Yes, we do. It is addiction. It truly is. You always want to have a pen for different, maybe you want to switch them out. And I do that in the middle of diamond painting in an evening. Okay, let me try this one over here. Let's do this one. And just for a different feel, which is fine. Now, Leopard Leatherworks, that's a very odd name for a diamond painting pen and accessories company. We had Tim, when we moved here to Oklahoma, wanted to get into leatherworking, and he found a gentleman who was actually a member of our group, and a saddle maker, very talented, another artist that we know. That's why licensed artwork is very important to us. And so he went over and started taking lessons, and he goes, well, I'm going to, start making leather products and sell them. He made a dog collar for a fellow associate at where he worked at the time.
Typical belts, wallets, handbags, that
yeah,
kind of thing.
Simple stuff. But we just both got very busy with jobs and doing things, and then in the middle of that we moved across town, so that never happened. So when
it did happen. Still doing it.
Well, yeah, and you are, but
just not selling much leather. I'm making all the resin.
He's doing all this. So he does do leather, and he has made some leatherwork keychains that I will post. That if
show them.
I don't know where they are.
Should be here somewhere.
Well, I'll post them. So, but they're nice, and they'd be like, I don't know. We'll come up with a price for them, but
$55.
yeah, whatever. So, he was coming up with a name, and he was going to name it like Oklahoma Cowboys Leather. I'm like, no. You got to do something creative. I had a shirt on, a T-shirt that said everything goes with leopard, and at that time, and I still do, have a lot of leopard stuff, T-shirts, shirts, accessories, leopard hats, leopard sneakers. So I said, what about Leopard Leatherworks? I don't know, that sounds girly. So he thought about it and then he liked it, and so we registered, with the state, had that being part of our business, which you'll see if you've ever gotten invoices from us, My Great Stuff, because that's the parent company.
No, that is the company.
All right.
Leopard Leatherworks is
Doing
DBA,
business.
doing
See,
business.
I don't know this stuff. This is all him. A legal mumbo jumbo. But that's how Leopard Leatherworks came to be. And we had a logo made and we had everything. So it was just easy to start a business. We already had a Facebook page. We just had to tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit more for what we needed for this particular business. So that's how we came to be. So that's the story. A couple of you probably heard us 1,000 times if you've been here before, but for new members that are here watching this live or replay.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
That's our story. And all the tables that Tim is working on, it came from a bowling alley that was on Route 66. They were tearing the bowling alley down and moving the sign. And so the bowling alley lanes were for sale. And this was a classic bowling alley, and so they were selling off the pieces. So Tim went and got some pieces of the lane, and we still have a few more pieces to make. But all the tables we use, the lathe is on the table, our work table, which is over here.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, this is. There you go.
So remember that block I had just a little bit ago?
Yeah.
Not too close, not too far away.
No, you're good.
That block that I had a few minutes ago
Come a
is
little
now
closer.
this, what?
A little closer. Yeah, there you
It's
go.
now this gorgeous, swirly, you can see the depth in the orange and the green, and it shimmers, and I don't know, what's this one called?
Spurs Spunk.
Oh yeah, this was San Antonio Spurs colors.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Inspired by my
And
son.
now it's ready to use.
So it's there you go. That's how we do it. So that's how the magic works. So, but anyway, he has these bowling alley and our work table where we make our molds, and the lathe table and the table over there. Where it's behind Tim, and there's also an Oklahoma 66 sign on there because that's where it came from. So that's kind of a little bit about what we got going on. So I'm going to aim it back at Tim. There. But that's our story and a little bit about us. So we've gone from about, I was excited when we got 50 members, and now we have about 378, 380. It goes up and down here and there.
Yeah, there's a lot of diamond painters out there, and they're growing every day, and there's just really not enough businesses supporting them. The demand is incredible.
Because if you get that pen that comes in the toolkit, that's good, but even with the squishy,
Is this just wavy?
it,
Yeah.
look on the paper,
That one there?
and that's not what we're doing for it.
Oh. Deep Ocean is what?
Silver,
Oh, Silver Secret.
it's in there. Scroll through. I have a notebook for Tim that has everything written in the photos of certain pens that we've done, and that style, if somebody wants that style, I can just refer to the book. I've got to label it.
Too fat in the middle and too little.
So she wants it like that.
Yeah.
So usually when we do a pen and we design our own pens, we usually choose a design based on either the theme of the piece or the colors or whatever I think will look good. Like if it's sort of princessy or we're not laying here. If it's
Tripping over everything.
So it's not the most organized lot in the world, but
Oh, we're very organized. We're just not ready to go yet.
so right now he's doing Deep Ocean Octopus, which if you are a Dakota Duckweiler fan, is inspired after What Lies Beneath. We've done about 3 rounds of this particular pen. We usually do it navy because that's ocean. So if somebody wanted a little different, and that's fine too. But I usually pick our pens what colors you want in that. Christmas, not too far away, we're gonna have some more offerings for you to accessorize your diamond paintings. We're not just diamond painting pen, we're sort of a little bit of everything. But if you don't have a keeper box, once you get one, you don't realize how much it is, and it's $20. And it's so easy. So you can do it with a pen than the other one we did earlier. That's totally different. You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get.
And then she also got Fairy Snow Queen, which was a piece that I think it either sold out again at Diamond Art Club, but there was an unboxing of it on Emerald and Fairy Lights, and this pen was coordinated with that. It has blue, pink, clear with silver, and silver in there. So that's the Snow Fairy Queen. And then this was a blank with butterflies in it, and white and blue butterfly glitter that Dominique purchased from All Things Handcrafted. And this was the style we thought it would look best without taking away from the glitter. So if we get a blank that you send to us, we'll ask if you like a certain style. If not, we'll just go with an artist's choice, and I just choose what I think is best for that. And then this was another glitter, purplish, pinkish, opaly glitter that Dominique sent to us. And this was very similar to the
Did she send it to us all the way from Australia?
No, Bill sent it.
Bill sent it? Oh, gotcha. Cool.
So, and then this was the opal one you had, and that was this one here. It's really pretty. And in fact, for this Star Wars and Space Diamonds event, Lindsay at Emerald and Fairy Lights used this in a couple of her whip and chats. So that same pen. I think I got them all. Yes, I got them all. So those are your pens, Dominique. Hopefully you love them. And
They're
I'll be
better in
getting,
person, I'll tell you.
yeah, you'll love them when you see them. But hopefully,
Or else.
there's the pen back, Tim. And so that's kind of the variety of pens you can see, and we do everything pretty much. Then this blank will turn it.
Except make cinnamon buns. We don't make cinnamon buns. We're not bakers.
So this was I'm flipping you all around here. This was, this is someone else's pen, and it needs cleaned up, but this is the blue Lady by the Sea, based on Letting Go by Enna Morte, and that's how that pen came out. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
We don't make no ugly pens.
No, we don't do that. So, we are recasting that. If you're seeing this for the first time and are interested, just send me, Carrie, a message that you want to be on the waiting list for Blue Lady by the Sea, because we want everyone to have one. So hopefully we can, if we get enough responses, I'll know if I need to do a double, a triple, or whatever. We want to make this available to you. But that's that one. So that was a new one. And my absolute favorite pen, I use this all the time, because I'm doing Still Alive by Enna Morte, and it had like, it was a girl in a purple dress with pink
Every
hair.
time you say that, I think of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
I know, yeah, I like them too. And so, this is, it has purple, this is a beautiful blank. It turned totally different than what it looked like. It has so much purple, and this is Angela's pen, and it came out stunning. Really good, and I love this pen.
Needs a washer.
I know, I said that. These are just ones I'm pulling out to show designs. So they do need, I do clean them up very well, and get all the dust out of them and everything, because when you're
And if not, you can always throw them in some soap and water at home.
yeah, and
If they get dusty and grimy and greasy, just throw them in some hot soap
yeah,
and water.
they just wipe right off, and they're really
It's
nice.
just resin.
And it's, there
Looks
it is.
like
That's
a
good.
treat.
I just love this pen. I'm using this pen right now myself for the Darkness Blues event. I'm doing that.
Did you show them the Fordite I did yesterday?
Yes, I showed that earlier when I showed Fordite.
Ah, I got you.
So just to show you, I showed you a blank, which I'll pull it out again. So this was the blank for our Liquid Leatherworks exclusive pen that goes with our tray by Firefly, made by Firefly for us. And this is the blank. This is how it comes out. This is just one style. So it needs a little TLC cleaning, buffing up a little bit by me. And that's how that comes out. And you can see the purple, and it's just really cool. And you can use either end, whichever. Want to show more purple, you can show more purple. If you're in sort of like a goldy mood, you can show that way. But it has purple, a clear, a gold, and the leopard spots, and that's what our drill tray designed by Firefly. And I do want to credit them for that. They came up with, they helped me pick out what colors do you want on
Because we don't have a 3D printer.
We do not have a 3D printer.
Nor do I have 5 more hours in the day.
And it is not made by Leopard Leatherworks. It is all Firefly. That is their design. I just gave them my logo, and that's what they came up with the colorway.
They did a wonderful job.
They did an awesome job. And this was Sandy's pen, and Sandy is from Belgium. So we have customers all over the world.
And I would like to take her pen to her in person so that I could pick up some chocolates and fly back. But that's probably not going to happen.
And this was another pen. This was inspired by Dominique, who's, I don't know if she's still on, but it was inspired by her. She asked me if I had rose gold. So I had like a rose, and I had this white gold, and I had a rose gold, and I sort of wung it. And just put the colors together, and this is the rose gold, which is absolutely, you can see the rose gold in there, and it blended with the pink and the white. And on Lindsay's Leopard Leatherworks haul video, she got one of those and shows this off. And we sold a few more that we had in stock from that. So it's really pretty. I'm trying to see the other one. This is the only one I had that did. But that's what I got for right now.
That's what she got.
That's everything. So this is done differently. This pen also was the prize for the Dakotathon.
Well,
That pen, that particular color wave.
What pen?
The one you're doing.
Oh, gotcha.
That was Deep Ocean Octopus, which was inspired by What Lies Beneath. And it just so happened the winner of that pen, it was her first special pen, and she was actually working on the piece that was inspired for, which we did not pick that. We did that one, and I want to thank Pam Hawley and Kara Daniels, the principal painter. They were the first ones to sign us up as a sponsor when we first started our business, and they have our pens and absolutely love them. And so thank you to them. Thank you to the Darkness Blooms event and the Dark Arts Fanatics group. They also were one of the first ones to ask us to sponsor, as well as Lindsay at Emerald and Fairy Lights. Those are the 3 people that really have asked us to participate in events. We will sometimes reach out, hey, can we sponsor? Because this gets our name out there, and a lot of people love our pens, so it's a great way to get a pen and a special pen for your
By the
event.
way, patent pending, all rights reserved on getting your name out there. That's our idea. Anybody else wants to get their name out there, they got to pay us a royalty.
Oh, whatever.
Is that not how that works?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
It was my idea to get the name out there.
Yeah, you go, boy.
Branding, that's 100% our idea.
Yeah.
If anybody has a brand, Disney needs to pay us some money.
Goodbye.
Or just give us free tickets.
Yeah. Oh, here's the keychain.
There's the keychains. Oh, that's so smooth.
I don't know what the price of these are going to be. Tim made these the other day, a week or so ago. And these are our Leopard Leatherworks
Right now,
exclusive
$5.
leather made by Tim, cut out by Tim, our logo stamped by Tim. We had an impression logo for impressing, I don't know what you call that, impressing leather.
It's a stamp.
A stamp, okay. How easy is that? Gosh. And then
Yeah, nothing fancy.
he made those, so we're going to make these available to our customers. This is something you can give. Father's Day is coming, so we're going to get these out there. So you can get those up there for Father's Day. I know it's getting close, but I'm going to be posting these probably tonight or tomorrow morning for that. You can stick them in your pen orders. No extra charge for shipping.
$5, no extra charge, unless you order it by yourself. Then there's probably $1 or $2 shipping, I would guess. Okay. And that one is done.
Yay!
Oh man, did that come out nice. God, I never know what they look like till they stop.
I don't know.
And then, wow. Dang, check this out. Can you see it on there, babe?
Wow.
On the screen?
A little closer.
It's a little dirty from all the junk, but.
Yeah, there you go. It's better. Wow.
Man alive. Ooh, doggy.
That is
all
the same customer. She has like 5 pens.
6 pens.
Oh, 6. I am corrected.
Takes me almost all day to get through one customer. Spare time. It's not like I'm in here 10 hours. Amazing. So that's what we did in the little bit of time we had together this evening. These, man, I'm telling you, everybody knows this, but in person, they're just 10 times better because you can see the depth, the three-dimensionality of how they all come out.
And we have the soft satin finish, so not only the marbling and the dimension and all that Tim mentioned, but it's the soft satin finish. You can't stop touching it. I bag these things up and I'm like, woo! It's so soft and so satiny and it glistens, and you spend more time rubbing your pen than you do diamond painting sometimes, because it's just like, wow, this feels so good. So it's just a really nice, it's very different. Nobody else does something like this, and every pen turner does their own thing. I am friends with many pen turners and we collaborate on some things. I even purchase now and again from some pen turners because I love what they do. Everybody is different. There's Bistro Blanks. They do a totally different pen than what we do. House of Rainbows. They do different pens than we do. They feature a lot of different rainbow pens and a lot of different other types of pens that they do. We're all different, and we're all out there to get great pens for you to use.
Looked like you were standing in the bat cave.
Oh, sorry. We're here to get pens to you. So there's no, in our book at Leopard Leatherworks, there's no competition. We're all here to work together. There's lots of small diamond painting shops. I purchased from a lot of them, as Tim will attest to from seeing what's in my craft room and the kitchen. But there's Pam Diamond Painting. She has some great things coming out. We're going to be doing Dark Arts Fanatics is doing an event with Pam. Please sign up for Dark Arts Fanatics. It is a great group. It is a fun group. So there's a lot of artists like Enes Guerrero and Enna Morte that Pam has gotten the licensing for Gus Fink, his artwork, if you like the more dark arts type thing. Jada Gem Shop. She's one of the sponsors along with us for the Princess Along. She has wonderful kits and wonderful artwork. The rendering of these shops are just incredible. They make sure everything is really good. Diamond Art Club has great pieces, has great artists. There's so much out there for you, and we're here to support you to make the craft fun and easy, stress-free, and relaxing.
Thank you, Ganukas and Christopher. Appreciate your kind words.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ganukas. Yeah, we're sort of known.
That's Dominique, by the way.
Oh, Ganukas is Dominique. That's awesome. We should have had I was going to say we need a Ganukas pen. Because I don't know what that stands for, but it sounds cool. Ganukas.
Is that an Australian candy or something? That's what it sounds like.
We should trade some Violet Crumbles and Tim Tams or something.
Oh, Tim Tams. Oh, yeah. Violet Crumbles, my favorite candy bar. I had a friend that went to a needlework convention she was from, I think, Sydney, and she brought me some candy from Australia, and she brought me a Violet Crumble, and I've been obsessed with them ever since, and Tim Tams, and been obsessed with those ever since.
Okay, let's end this thing here.
Okay, well, thank you all for joining us, and sorry for the late start, but we got technical.
Yeah, we're all rigged up now, and I know what my mistake was, so we're all good to go now.
So, any questions, just come to our Facebook group. We'll let you know when we go for our Shopify. I just love meeting all of you and getting to know you, and creating wonderful pens for you to do your craft that we all love so much. And I hope you have a great day. We're going to try and do this more often so you can see.
Camera's there.
Oh, hello. So we're going to try and do this a little bit more often. And so we've had a lot of requests for some people to see how we do it. And a few people remembered when we did it Facebook
Ganukas
Live.
was the name that Dominique's grandma used to call her.
Oh, that's
cute.
cool. So we're trying to do it here. So that way it's easy for people to find because they could never find the live when we did do it. So this makes it a lot easier for people to find us.
Okay, everybody, have a great evening. And Ganukas, you have a great day because it's probably about the middle of your morning down there. See you around, everybody.
Bye.